All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to DNA Crows. This is Andrew, your host, also known as the ComicCrowe. Today, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to be talking about my thoughts on every 2020 Democrat presidential candidate. I'll be honest with you, my thoughts aren't very, well, they're not very positive. Okay, let's start off with Mr. Joe Biden, former vice president. Dude, you're a creep. Moving on. Kamala Harris. I'm from California, and Kamala Harris is a terrible person. I'm specifically from the Bay Area. You know, I'm probably going to wind up dox myself someday. Make it easy. Why not? I don't want anyone committing federal crimes. Kamala Harris is completely corrupt. She was a woman who claims to be very progressive. And, you know, I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but this woman is not progressive. This woman is not even a decent human being. This is someone who, as a prosecutor, fought to keep an innocent man in prison. Yeah, that's bad. And really funny, apparently, the former San Francisco mayor, Willie Brown, came out and said that the two of them were kind of, yeah, that's not a pretty image. I mean, dude's cool, but yeah, I just date, so I'm just gonna move on. Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas. Pete Buttigieg, dude, when someone is praising you, that is not oppression. It's actually a little bit pathetic that you're going to pander to I guess, a base of people that really are kind of very super bigoted towards Christians like that. I mean, it's not a good look, my dude. Everyone calls you an intellectual, and so I'm pretty sure you know exactly what you're doing. Cut it out. It's just fucked up. All right, Cory Booker. You are Spartacus. I am the ComicCrowe. I don't know, man. Just lower the temperature a little bit. Oh, here's a fun one. Oliver Queen. I really don't like your politics. Your archery is amazing, though. Please don't shoot me. Beto O'Rourke. Dude, you are a total skater, brah. Let's, maybe if you come down to Cali sometime, we can go and hit the bong a little bit. I don't know. I do have a volcano. Tabletop vaping is legit. I do want to ask if you are a furry, though. I've been making some really mean jokes on Twitter about you. I mean, we do know you're a skater, bro. We do know you don't really have any policies that I can really go over. But, like, if you're a furry, I think you should come out. I think the furry community needs a strong voice. Actually, don't come out because you just embarrass them. All right, Julian Castro. I'm not too sure what to say about this guy. He's kind of if you took the most mainstream kind of things going around the Democratic base and you just kind of copied and pasted them into a human being, you get Julian Castro. I'm not too sure he has any original ideas. If you do, I certainly haven't seen them. But let's be honest, I'm talking about the Democrats. It's really not saying much. Christian Gillibrand. I mean, not a great politician, but just great when it comes to pandering. Phenomenal, really. Intersectionality, the future is female, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Let's just move on. At this point, I gotta be honest, there's probably gonna be some people whose names I do not really know. I'm just gonna be going by last names here. I got a small little list. Let's just move through this quickly. Delaney, I don't know who you are. Inslee, I seriously have no clue who you are. Hickenlooper, that's a made-up name. Dio Brando. I mean, if I had to choose anybody, I'd probably choose Dio. Dio-sama. Klobuchar. I mean, in terms of accomplishments, like useless, totally useless accomplishments, this woman found a way to eat salad with a comb. Think about that. Just try that for a second. You can't do it. The dressing just falls off. I mean, how many pieces of salad are you just like, do you think that she just takes the comb and kind of just smashes it into the bowl, takes what she can get and just like licks it off? That just sounds really nasty. Here's a fun one, Tulsi Gabbard. Way too honest, just way too honest. I give you some respect for stepping down from the DNC after what they did to Bernie Sanders in 2016. You definitely stuck to your guns. But you are far too honest for them to ever pick you. I mean, I guess you got integrity. So, good on you. Let's see here. Moulton? I mean, I'll give you some credit. I heard you stabbed Pelosi in the back. Good for you. Really bad move. She doesn't forget shit like that, so I think you're done. I think you're really done. Messam. I don't think this dude actually knows what the Second Amendment is. Like, and I'm not saying that as a threat. Don't even say that. No, I mean, I literally don't think he understands what the Second Amendment is. I think he just thinks that people are illegally obtaining weapons, and I can see why he's trying to so desperately set up areas where he just can't use guns, but really need to look up what the Second Amendment is. Eric Swalwell definitely knows what the Second Amendment is and believes he can nuke it. I mean, and just one final thought on this thing, right? Because he is like Mr. Aryan. Demonizes half the populace, wants to disarm all of the populace. I kind of remember reading in history class about a dude who did some very similar things, and I just think that we should kind of maybe just avoid that altogether. But come on, Democrats ain't gonna do that. Squidward. I mean, you're with your people, man. Work on your clarinet skills. Who else we got? Such a long list. Oh, come on. Bernie Sanders. My dude, you want to take people's money, but you won't donate any of your own? I'm sorry, you donated less than 3% of your wealth, and you are a millionaire. Why? Like, what are you doing? I mean, I would actually respect a socialist that gave up half of their wealth, or like 10%. Let's just start with 10%. You give up 10% of your wealth and you preach socialism, good on you. You're at least sort of standing for what you believe in. Sanders, like, dude, you got cheated by the DNC and then you bent the knee to Clinton. You really are not a man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Mrs. Sanders. Williamson. I mean, she knows Oprah, okay? I don't want to say anything mean because it's Oprah. You really can't say anything mean about Oprah. I think Williamson is kind of a, but she does know Oprah. Maybe we all get a free car. Andrew Yang. You're all right. I'm not sure I agree with you, BI, but you're a pretty cool dude. Let's see. Tim Ryan? I kind of feel like there's always some sort of pick from Ohio, and I don't think that they ever think that I'll actually be president. I really feel like they just think that because Ohio's a swing state, if they announce and they run for just a little tiny bit, and they make a little tiny bit of a splash, maybe they get picked as the VP. It's probably not going to happen, because you too stabbed Pelosi in the back. I mean, I love that. I really do. You ain't got a shot. Okay. Scrappy-Doo. Just absolutely terrible. You ruined my childhood. I love Scooby-Doo. And then you were on TV. And you ruined Scooby-Doo. Why? Why did they create you? Why? You are everything that is wrong with cartoon characters. You are just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Okay, more serious candidate, Bill de Blasio. I mean, no. I never understand this. Like, New York City is great, and yeah, but like it's also really not. I think at this point that they're really freaking out because if the rich people leave, that they are totally screwed over because, I mean, you can only tax the rich so much, right? Yeah, I do not support this. I mean, at least do something interesting, you know? Do something cool. Actually, I don't really know. Maybe you should just drop out, dude. Is that everybody? No, we can't have gone through the list already. We did. Okay, well, I mean, that is a lot of names to pick through. I think we still have some announcements coming forward. I hear Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw. No. Okay, no Jabberjaw. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. These have been my thoughts about every 2020 Democrat presidential candidate. And like I said earlier, it hasn't been very good. I think, in all seriousness, Andrew Yang's pretty cool. I don't think UBI makes sense. I don't think that it's something that we can really do. Maybe I'm wrong here. If we had some sort of cap on it, if there was something that we could tie it to, because it does seem like something that will just be abused in the future. I mean, we have candidates running right now that are running off reparations. People will just buy votes. Literally, they will just buy votes. And at this point, Democrats are kind of preaching to children and incarcerated felons. Yes, I mean, yeah, I really feel like they will just buy votes. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another fun time with Andrew, the ComicCrowe. Please, if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, comment, say something nice. Don't say anything mean. My feelings are very sensitive. And I am Muslim. That could be Islamophobic.
Yeah, 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 yeah.